it was jarring. And he came up and he gave me a kiss, and I'm like, oh my God, I have like vodka on my breath. It was just like, I was like, oh my God, he just came into, and nothing untoward, just like he knew me.
Speaking of celebrities, I want to run through a few notable encounters. And since you mentioned Andy Cohen, how about starting with Madonna at his Christmas party?
Oh, that I met Madonna at his Christmas party.
And just like what comes to mind?
She wasn't that friendly, let's just say that. I would like to respect Madonna, and I'm sure there are moments in my life.
Wait, but she recognized, like, didn't she call you out?
No, you're thinking of Lady Gaga at Mark Burnett's party.
An Oscar party or pre-Oscar
party? No, this is just Mark
Okay.
Burnett has parties that literally, at this party, Barbra Streisand, Warren Beatty, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Sarah J. Brin, Patrick Weitzel, Lauren Sanchez, and then Leonardo DiCaprio and Katy Perry, like everybody was there. And Lady Gaga came up to me and made a big deal. And she was like, oh, screaming. I was like, is this crazy? But that's what happened. I don't go out to those things a lot, and I'm always shocked by the people that are shocked by me. Sia and I became friends as a result of that. I didn't know who she was, and I thought she was a fan. I asked her if she wanted to take a picture, because I didn't know who she was. I didn't even...
What'd she say?
She was like, I'm okay. But we became friends. I ended up staying at her house. We became friends, and I still didn't realize who she was until she didn't have any musical device at her house. And I said, how do you not have a music anything? And she said, I don't know. I wrote Diamonds, but I don't have a stereo or whatever. I asked her, I go, what are you talking about? You wrote Diamonds. She's like, I wrote Diamonds. I'm like, Rihanna Diamonds? She's like, well, she wrote it in 7 minutes or 11 minutes or something very ridiculous. I go, you wrote Diamonds? What are you talking about? So we became friends the same way. But I'm always shocked by the people that will know who I am, that are so above me on the org chart.
How about running into Donald Trump the first time he was running for president?
The craziest thing that ever happened was running into Donald Trump doing a walk of shame. I mean, it was insane. My ex who passed away lived in Trump Tower. I think his sister's husband worked for Hillary Clinton or something, and so he used to talk to me about the election. And on my child, we were sitting at a restaurant, he said to me, who do you think will win? No one thought Donald Trump was gonna win back then. And I said, I think he will win. And he said, why? And I said, because it's so disruptive. And I said this on a New York Times panel too. It was or an Adweek panel or something. I said, he's so disruptive that I sit here and watch Dora the Explorer even when my child's not in the room. I'm so overwhelmed by all of the content. I don't know what to watch. I said, and he's just taking the focus. It's just a reality show that he's producing that everyone's watching with no cost. He's just utilizing and spinning the media and all of it. I just saw it as a person who's been on reality TV. I saw it coming. I saw it coming for, whether you voted for him or didn't or liked or not. I said it's gonna happen. And so anyway, he lived in Trump Tower. And we went out that night, the night before, to the Polo Lounge, and I drank a lot. And the first night I stayed over there at Trump Tower, and I had my 2 dogs with me. And I had these spiky, hookery boots. And I had these this tight leather pants, and I don't know what shirt I had. I might have left it I had a purse, or I don't know why the shirt wasn't on. I was wearing his sweatshirt. It was a collegiate, crest-looking sweatshirt. And I had makeup coming down my face. I was a disaster. And I think I had heard that he's a germaphobe or something. I don't know. So it's 7:45 in the morning. No one's gonna be in the lobby. I could just sneak out. I have a driver, full-time driver. He pulls up right in the front. I'm going in the car in pajamas all the time, not unlike pick up and drop off. Not unlike that at all. The only reason I had the boots on is I had no other shoes. That's just what I was walking out in, to walk on the street. And he was, so I get it. It's if you've ever been to Trump Tower, the lobby's very dim and gold, and just it's very moody. It feels like it's 4 o'clock in the morning in a nightclub. And there's a guy in the elevator, and I open up, and there are people with machine guns. There are people with guns, and Donald Trump is the only person I see in the entire lobby. And he goes, not a beat. I don't know that he knows me. I was on The Apprentice, but I was on the Martha Apprentice. And I know that he wanted to be on his Apprentice, but I didn't want to go back. I thought there was no upside. I came in runner-up the first time. So I never met him. The elevator opens, and in a nanosecond, he goes, oh my God, Bethenny Frankel, this is the one. You guys need to be very nice to her. She's I'm paraphrasing, but she's a very big star. Because there's an elevator guy, and there's the guy at the door, and there's it's a lot of service in the Trump lobby. It was jarring. And he came up and he gave me a kiss, and I'm like, oh my God, I have vodka on my breath. It was just I was like, oh my God, he just came into, and nothing untoward, just like he knew me, another known person that's on Page 6 every day. And I was so shocked that I walked outside and I was like, my driver wasn't there because of all the security, because of the election. So I was standing like alone with the dogs and this thing, and I don't know who I told to take a picture. Maybe when my driver got there, I'm like, no one will ever believe this. This did not just happen. It was insane. So I got in the car. It was my only brush with Donald Trump until now, where where I'm addressing him on social media. He knows I'm smart. His son, I met his son once, and his son, they know I'm smart. So I might get a shot. I might get a shot. I wouldn't I wouldn't bet against myself. I didn't bet against him. I wouldn't bet against myself getting a meeting to help with disaster relief. I would, unless they just want to take all the credit themselves, which does happen. But, they'd get all the credit anyway because the people before did such a job, the disaster relief era. So I don't know. We got a shot.